cabin fever. Shit. I'm pretty sure this cabin fever. Tired of this shit, man. The fuck we gonna be able to get out this motherfucking house, shawty? Your boy. God damn, I'm losing my motherfucking mind in this bitch, man. Yeah, my cousin couldn't graduate and had a straight A average and was a beast at ball too. Yeah, that ain't average, man. This thing savage. This pandemic got everything thrown off balance. I'm stuck inside my palace. All these paintings on my wall, I'm like Alice. Talking to this cat. Ooh, that shit fat. Damn, I should marry her. This thing's scary. How you supposed to make out in a mask anyway? Well, I'm in a mask anyway. Yeah, I'm in that ass anyway. They took our liberties from us right there in our face and told us no church either. Boy, them boy gangster, that quarantine major had me stuck in with a stranger just longing for the day that I can hang out. Signs say, be careful of the danger. Ma, I need a roll-up right now. This shit's stranger. Walk around looking like it's Asia. What's this? They can't cage us. Well, history told, nah, they can't blame us. Nah, they can't blame us. Let's go. Digit. Think I got cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever. Pretty sure that this is cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever. Pretty sure this cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever. Yeah. According to the math, it ain't come from no bats. Came from a lab, that's the fact. Now they got us laid off.
Great rising, great rising.
For the scraps.
You are watching Magic Up TV. I am your host, Alchemist. Here's where we talk about love, we talk about law, we talk about all things. There's nothing off the table, and here's where we say life is easy. We make it hard. Come on in. Hit the love button, hit the share button, hit the like button. Let me see. Peace, Queen Mona, I see. King Luke, I see. Now, what's up, King? I see you. Come on in, family.
All I tell her now is getting bad. Shit. Think I got cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever. Pretty sure
Not
that this
always
is cabin
the solution.
fever. Think I got.
Sometimes the
think
ear.
I got cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever. Pretty sure this cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever. Think I got cabin fever.
So listen. I'm waiting for a few people to get on here. How we doing? All right? So this topic. Not always the solution, and sometimes the ear. Not always the solution, and sometimes the ear. I think as lovers and as friends, this is a topic that we must learn to master. You understand? This is a topic that we must learn to master. And I realized after going through quite a bit, going through quite a valley, most recently. And you talk to people. Great rising, Queen. And you start to talk to people about your frustrations. You start to talk to people about things that you're going through. And you may need an ear. Something may be going on in life. You just may need to talk it out. You've been trying writing it. That didn't work. You tried you tried going to social media, and that didn't work. Why? Because the moment you start expressing yourself, the moment you start talking about the things that are wrong with you, for some odd reason, in that moment, people feel the need to now compete. Either that or they're offering unsolicited advice. We have to learn that we can't fix everything. And when people are coming to you with a problem, it's not always, the reason why they're coming to you is not always for you to be the one to fix that problem. You understand? They may be coming for understanding. They may be coming just to get this out. I need to just get this off of my chest, and I need to say this thing. And the thing that's said may not have anything to do with you. You understand? It may not have anything to do with you. It may just be the fact that they've had an extremely rough day, and they understand that in their walk of life throughout this day, no one really gives a shit outside of you, based upon your relationship with this individual. And so what happens a lot of times, I'll give you a scenario, right? So you have I'm gonna make this okay. So let's say you've got this at-home mom, right? And she's got the 3 children, right? And you've got the dad who's going off to work. Now we can rearrange this in a second, but I'm just gonna put this into the pot, all right? Hit the love button, hit the share button, let me know you're here now. So, he goes off to work, okay? He goes to work, traffic is crazy, all right? It's unusually crazy, okay? He pulls up to the office, somebody done took his parking spot, all right? He gets into the office. Boss is acting crazy. It's a presentation day. His assistant doesn't have the presentation. You understand where I'm going with this? Terrible day. Terrible day. Okay? He almost got fired. Boss comes to him. He's like, look, John, if you can't get this shit right, we're going to have to let you go now. On the way home, he gets into a fender bender. All right. Car's okay. Everybody's fine. He makes it home. He comes in the house. Throws his shit down. Hey, you are not going to believe the day I had. Oh boy. Are you ready for it? And the standard, in the normal circumstantial, in the normal relation, in the normal situation, without people of consciousness, without people of empathy, without people, you understand? This is what happens. I'm about to show you. This is what happens. He throws his shit down. Boom. Oh, babe, you're not gonna believe the day I had. I left work when I left here, and this was going on, and blah 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 blah. And then what happens? She goes, "You think you've had a day? These kids been in here just cutting the damn food. I had to pull Tommy off the goddamn ceiling fan. He almost pulled the ceiling fan out the ceiling. I'm in here trying to get the bread right for you to get home, and little TT, she done got in her makeup. Now I'm trying to clean her up, and I done burnt up the bread." Ladies and gentlemen, we now have ourselves what they call a competition. You understand? It's now a competition. And I'm not saying that that did not happen for mom too. But let me try to share with you, in my opinion, an alternative to this situation. Because I think what happens oftentimes, when that takes place, the one who started doesn't feel heard. You understand? The one who started the conversation doesn't feel heard. Now it becomes a battle between who's having the worst day. And that's not what it was supposed to be. That's not what it's intended to be. It is not a competition. And you all could have both had the worst days of your lives. But let me share with you, in my opinion, a different way to approach that situation. So here he comes in the house, right? Now I'm gonna give you a various situation. We're going, all right? Some variables. He comes in the house, slams his shit down. Boom. Ah, baby, you're not gonna believe the day I had. Now she turns around. She says, "Tell me all about it, boo. Give me a kiss." She gives a kiss. Right? Now, he starts talking. Because she is now paying attention, whatever was going on before he got there is still going on. Watch this. She stops what she's doing. She directs attention. "Baby, welcome home. How you doing?" All right? Now, let's say Lil John is on the ceiling fan. Or Lil TT is in the makeup. Whatever the case may be. But she's completely stopped and focused. Now, in a proper situation, he's still going, right? He's like, "You're not going to believe the day I had." She's like, "Oh, baby. Oh, okay." He's going. But now, if he has empathy, he's going to be like, "Oh, wait a minute. What the hell is going on in here? Get off the ceiling fan. Get out the makeup." He's going to direct attention to what needs attention. They're going to balance that equation and then come back. What happened? Man, it was crazy. The day was stupid. What happened to you, babe? What's going on around here? Oh, the kids was blah, blah, blah. Now, it's no longer a competition. These are two people who love each other, who are trying to take care of each other's woes. But they listen first. It started with listening first. It didn't start with the competition first. It started with listening first. You ever called your lover? You ever called your friend? A parent? A family member? You've had a rough day. Ring, ring, ring. TT, what's going on? What's going on, baby? Nah, I'm just having the worst day of my life. Well, what's happening? Blah, 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 blah. And then TT goes, "Well, see, I told you shouldn't have been over there doing that shit in the first place. You ain't had no business going down there to the rah, 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 and the boom, 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 and the shish, boom, bah. And blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah." You ever had that happen? Sometimes you are not the answer. Sometimes you are the ear. Sometimes you are the answer. But sometimes you are the ear. And did you know that the ear was so important? The ear is so important. Because in this day of trouble, everybody is so busy with their day. Everybody's so busy with their own trouble. They don't know how to be empathetic to what you have going on. They don't know how to hear what's really in your heart because they're so quick. They're just hopping up there. "Oh, I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. Oh, well, that's why it didn't work. That's why it didn't work. Oh, well, you should do this. You should do this. Oh. Sometimes when words are spoken, a reaction is not necessary. Sometimes when words are spoken, "Oh, wow, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. How did you feel when that happened? How do you feel now? Are you okay? You understand? We're so quick to give our opinions. We're so quick to try to solve it. We're not asking questions. How did you feel when that happened? What did that do for your emotional? What can I do to help? Not just thrusting yourself into this. Oh, well, I can help you with that. Well, no, stop, pause. Is there anything that I can do for you? Are you okay? This is a time right now, you all, where people, they're going to vent before they ask for help. They're going to vent before they expose the real issue of their heart. Because they're still trying to protect that outer core. So they may, when you answer the phone, they may be, oh, let me tell you what happened. They might start off like that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're angry. It may mean that they're hurting. It may not mean that they're mad at you. If you stop to listen, it's not you that they're mad at. They're just upset. It's not you that they have the problem with. They're just hurting. They're just upset. And even though you may have been a part of what was going on, that still does not mean that you're the problem. We have to learn how to listen. Listening is a skill set. Hearing is a sense. Hearing is a sense. But listening is a skill set. And effective listening does not always mean movement. It does not always mean motion. It does not always mean something's got to be done. Listening is a skill. When you learn how to listen, you'll learn when to insert yourself. You'll learn when to back off. Anybody ever come to you with a problem and you're just so knowledgeable about what the problem is that they never asked you for the solution. You just, well, you know, if you did this and you did this and you did this and you did this. Well, you know, if you did this and you did, well, you know. 9 times out of 10, if you're starting off the sentence, well, you know, you weren't asked. You know? You have people who may have been at a certain social economic standpoint, and now they're not. And they don't know how to talk about the things that they're going through. And so they'll make something up. They'll make another problem. They'll make it another problem. And if you don't learn to listen, you won't hear the problem. You'll hear the circumstance, but you won't hear the problem. What's wrong? Everything's wrong. Oh, this, that, blah, 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 blah. And what was really wrong is that they went to the grocery store and their card got declined. And they were embarrassed. You understand? We all come from different upbringings. We all have different expectations for life. We all have different expectations for self. And sometimes when those expectations aren't met, it'll rile us up. It creates conflict. And if not careful, we start to create conflict with our loved ones. We start to create conflict with those around us. And especially in a time like this when we're stuck in the house or when there's not many things to do, this is when all this conflict start to come up. All these hidden hurts, all the elephants that's been in the room. And we haven't learned to listen. We don't understand what the problem is. So if we don't understand what the problem is, we can't speak to the problem. If the problem don't get spoken to, then it's never healed. If the problem isn't healed, then we'll always have the problem. And sometimes you got to listen to hear the problem. Then here's another thing that happens. Sometimes somebody has a problem and you don't have to make it your problem. You understand? Their pain does not have to be your pain. Their drama does not have to be your drama. If you know how to listen, if you know how to be a friend, that doesn't necessarily mean you're taking on the woes of these people. It doesn't mean that you're taking on the problem. Even if you do speak to it, even if they ask you to speak to it, speaking to something and inserting yourself into the problem, those are two different things. If I was you, I try not to say stuff like that. I try to say, the way I would handle it a certain way, not if I were you. I try not to do it like that. Because if you're telling somebody, if I were you, everything you're saying is about to be null and void. Because if you were them, you would be handling it the way that they're handling it. Because that's how they're handling it. So there's no need to say stuff like, if I were you. I'm pretty sure people get notices that I come online. I don't know. But it seems like no matter what time I go online, they want to blow my phone. Anyways, you use those statements? Yes, listening is a skill set. Peace to the God. Peace, King. Just seeing what y'all saying in here. When people are coming to you, they done made a mistake, let them say it. They'll say it. They'll say it if they're honest. You don't have to drill it into them. You know what I'm saying? And if there is a problem, this is what I was saying before my phone started ringing. We have to learn how to hear a problem without creating another one. Right? So what I mean by that is learning how to address the fact that I'm hurt without punching on you at all. Right? Like I can say while I'm hurt, I can say, hey, I'm hurt by this, you didn't do this or you may have done that. But I don't have to over sensationalize it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I could be like, hey, what's a good one? Okay, let's say that based upon our relationship structure, I go to work, you stay home. We've agreed that at least 3 to 4 nights out of the week, you would have a meal ready for me when I got home. Okay, let's just something like that. Or let's say that I agree to massage your feet every time you come home from work, or at least 3 days out of the week. Okay. Now, On one of those days that I just don't feel like massaging your feet. Mind you, I've done it twice this week. I owe you 3. I did 2. It's 7 days out of the week, right? Let's say on one day you come home. You've had a real shitty day. I don't recognize it, and I don't come to massage your feet. And I don't necessarily, okay? I owe you 3. I done 2. We got 4 more days out of the week. Whatever the case. Whatever. Now, the anger of what you went through of the day, you came home. You really wanted a foot rub, but you didn't ask for one. Instead, you threw your shoes off, you sat on the couch, you put your feet up, and you just started complaining about everything. I didn't know you wanted your feet rubbed, right? So I don't rub your feet. Let's say I order some food. I'm like, hey, don't worry about cooking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I order food, you eat, you're still mad. 2 hours later. You know, you don't really care about me. You don't pay attention to me. You know what I'm saying? Blah. I'm supposed to get foot rub. You ain't even want to rub my feet today. You know I came home, I had a rough day today. Well, why didn't you just ask for a foot rub? I'm guilty of shit like that. Because you think that the trouble of your day was so visible that this person should see that you need attention. But you didn't ask for it. You didn't ask for it. So now you mad. Now you mad because you didn't get the attention that you wanted, but you didn't ask for it. It works both ways. Sometimes you're not going to get a solution unless you ask for it because they just listening. You see how I did that? You see how I did that? Sometimes you're not going to get what you're looking for because you didn't ask for it. And just because they're friends, just because it's family, let's go financial. Here you are, you have 2 and 3 children at the house. You got a cousin that just came into some money. You got a boyfriend. You got whatever. He ain't send you no money this week. Or for guys. You got a business. You struggling with your business. You dating a woman. She got bread. She ain't send you no money this week. Now you in your feelings. You know you see me over here struggling. You ain't gonna throw me nothing, bruh. But you didn't ask. So we can't get mad when people don't help us and we didn't ask for it. Because some people are just listeners. And you'll call them. You'll be like, man, I just lost my job. My car just got repoed. They talking about it's going to be $229.29 to get it back. I can't afford to buy my wife a pizza or the kids a pizza. They say it's going to be $19.99 for the pizza. Right? You throwing the money out there. You letting them know what it is. But you never said, hey, bro, you think you can throw me that $19.95 so I can get a pizza? Bro was just on the other end like, man, dog, that's crazy. I'm sorry you're going through that, bro. I send some light your way, man. I definitely pray for you. I pray for you. You know what I'm saying? It works. So when we're having relationships, when you're going through things, express yourself. Well, every time I say something, nothing happens. The nothing happening could be the fact that you didn't ask for nothing. It could be. Could be that you're with an asshole. I don't know. Could be that you didn't ask for nothing. But also realize that when people come to you, they're not coming to you for you to solve their problems either. Sometimes they're just coming for an ear. But effective listening will be our judge. It'll be the guide. Effective listening will let you know when to insert yourself and offer that hand, or if offering that hand would offend that person. Sometimes offering to help people is offensive to that individual. People are different. But as an effective listener, you'll get it. This is why I say life is easy. We make it hard. When you got a problem, don't over-sensationalize the problem. And what I mean by that is one of the things I was talking about earlier. You know, okay, so I asked for some water. You didn't bring me no water. Now it's everything. Every time I ask for water, it's never water. Every time I do this, it's never that. Oh my God. You're just blowing it all out of proportion. And healing that problem is not going to happen by over-sensationalizing it. And especially if you're with your lover. You can tell your lover that you're upset about something and say, I love you. You can say, you know, I wasn't happy at the fact that I had to take out the trash and wash the dishes last night, but I still love you. You know, I was tired, I cooked, I washed the dishes, and I took out the trash. You know, you sat there and you ate. You know, we had great conversation, but I would really appreciate it if you would be more cognizant of the duties from time to time. There's a way of addressing things. So then if he comes to you or if she comes to you and says, hey babe, you know, I washed the dishes and, you know, put them up and took out the trash, you know, I would appreciate if you would just be a little more cognizant. Then here you go. Well, I'm out here busting my ass every day, blah, 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 blah. You missed the whole point. Because it doesn't matter what you out there doing. It doesn't matter that you're out there busting your ass all day to take care of the family. If the trash still hasn't been taken out, if she's feeling some sort of way about this moment, it doesn't make it right or wrong. And when we're focused on the rightness or wrongness of a conversation, then we can't get to the healing of it either. Because majority of this conflict comes from feelings. And feelings don't necessarily have validity. Not all the time. They're emotions. And emotions ain't always, you know. Emotions is often based on perspective, and perspective varies. So let's learn how to effectively communicate. You know, and I told y'all before, when I make videos like this, I'm talking to myself and a camera. You know what I'm saying? Let's learn better ways of communication. And if you think you had a better way yesterday, you know, let's explore some better ways today. Just because you had a great way yesterday don't mean we can't explore better ways today. I'm always exploring better ways. How can I do this better? How can I have done that better? Or different? Right? So here's some ways to be effective listeners. Here's some ideas or some ways to handle conflict or to handle listening or whatever the case you get. So your partner, your friend, your lover, your family member, They may just need some space. Right now, you know, they're a little upset. They talked about it. There's nothing you can do. The deed has already been done. The hurt has already taken place. The pain has already been caused. There's nothing that you can do, right? Except apologize. And then give them a moment. It may take you leaving, going for a walk for 20 minutes. You may want to get in the car and go for a drive. You may just allow them to leave. Some of y'all not letting your people leave. Some of y'all, he'll be like, look, I'm going to just go for a walk. And you like, me too. You ain't leaving. Where you going? I just need a breath for a minute. I need a beat. I'm going to go across the street to the bar. No, you're not. I'm going to. Some people just need a moment. You understand? It don't mean that they're going to go cheat. It don't mean that they're going to go do nothing. They might just need a moment. But you got to know when that moment is. You got to be able to, if you're the one that needs the moment, you got to be able to communicate that moment. Hey, look, I just need 20 minutes. I'll be back. Hey, I just need an hour. I'm going to go, we'll have a few drinks, we'll come back. Cool. Hey, look, I'm going to go to Miami for the weekend. I'll be back. Number 2, what they're dealing with, even if you're connected to it, may not really have much to do with you. So don't take it so personal. Don't take everything they're going through so personal that you're the one. No. You have to respect the fact that they're an individual and they're going through something right now. And they ain't got shit to do with you. So don't take it so personally. Let them have it. Let them have it. Let them know that you hear them. Let them know, offer yourself. Is there anything that I can do for you? What would you like for me to do in this moment? Ask them questions. Right? Number 3, meditate. Do some calming exercises. You don't have to be like, well, I told you so. You ain't got to be like, well, you should do this and you should do that. You should do this, you should do that. Let's meditate, boo. Let's meditate, Ma. Let's meditate, Pop. Let's meditate, Grandma. Let's meditate, TT. And allow them to find the answers for themselves. Allow them to have healing for themselves. Right? Number 4, or whatever. Make it about them. Make it about them. Don't say anything about what you're going through. Just in this moment, don't bring up anything that you're dealing with. If they're the ones with the problem, let them have it. No competition. Let them have it. I remember when I was an active motorcycle rider, I got into a bad accident, right? And somebody would ask me, hey, what happened? Like, man, a car ran over my face, my chest and legs. Man, that's crazy. Guess what? You know what happened to my cousin? Man, my cousin got thrown 50 feet off a building and landed on his face. His face split open. Then they had to tear his face back open. Bro, what that got to do with me? What that got to do with me? You asked me what happened. I told you what happened. Now, you want to make what happened to me seem like peanuts. You know what I'm saying? We have to stop that. Stop it. What happened? Man, car ran over my face, chest, and leg. Damn, boy, I'm sorry that happened. You okay? You good? You need anything? Not, damn, you know what happened to my cousin? My cousin Ray, man, he got one ball now because, man, I don't need to hear all that right now. Here's another thing you may think about. You got somebody calling you. They're giving you their woes. They're telling you what's going on. Man, this is crazy. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you listen. You hang up. You ever thought about sending them a card? You ever thought about sending them a gift? You ever thought about it? Hey, you know, an e-card, an email, a letter, a fucking pigeon with some shit at the bottom. You know, things we used to do to tell people we love them, that we care, that we're empathetic of their sorrows, of what's going on. What happened to that? Baby, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I send eternal blessings and universal love. Love, your dear boo. Boo, boo, booby. Do you know what kind of joy that brings to your lover, your friend, your family member? You ever just hit them in the Cash App? Hey, drinks on me today. I noticed that blah, blah, blah. You know a single mom or somebody that's out there struggling, you ever just send them $20? Hey, go get the baby some papers. Hey, go get the baby some socks. My barber told me he had a baby recently. I said, what's your Cash App, bruh? He said, huh? What's your Cash App? I sent him some money for Pampers. Hey, man, get the little prince some Pampers, man. Here. Is that going to change life? No. Can he go buy a car with that? No. Can he go buy a crib with that? No. But it says, I'm thinking about you. And today, that might be the only thing this person needs, is to feel like they're being understood, to feel like someone gives a shit. That's all that they need today. An ear and a I love you. An ear and it will be okay, King. It will be okay. You will get through this. It will be okay, Queen. This too shall pass. That bone will mend and you will come out stronger and better than ever. What happened to the encouragement? They calling you with all the bullshit. You ever just walk straight through Walmart? You ever walk through Walmart? You ever walk through Walmart and it seems like everybody's on their cell phone complaining about shit? Yeah, girl, and I told him he better not ever come to my house like that, and it better not ever happen again, and it better not ever, and she better not ever, and ever, never worry, and I bet not, never, ever. Everybody mad, everybody frustrated. You ever just send him something? Hey, boo, here's $50. Get something from Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova ain't expensive. That shit cheap. It look good and it fit good, but it's cheap as hell, man. What's $20 to Fashion Nova? That's a top. That's a belt. That's a purse. That's some earrings. It's a nose ring. It's an accessory. They don't mean an accessory. You out here with friends that got businesses, and you ain't patronized them yet. You out here with business and you ain't gave nobody a discount yet. When are we going to start listening? We got to start listening. And the moment we start listening, we'll start healing. The moment we start listening, we'll start healing. Because to be an effective listener, you got to forget about yourself for just a minute. You got to forget about what you're going through for just a second. To be an effective listener, you got to forget about what you're about to say. next. To be an effective listener, you got to realize it's not about you right now. I love y'all. I hope you're listening. An effective listener doesn't just listen with their ears. An effective listener listens with their eyes. They listen with their nose. They listen with their heart. They listen with their spirits. Let me show you what I mean by that. If I met you somewhere, right? Let's say male or female, right? I'm like, hey, how you doing? And you tell me I'm blessed and highly favored. And you smelling like piss and the outdoors. There's something not lining up with what you're saying. And an effective listener, he's looking at you. She's looking at you. You look hungry. You look like you need some sleep tonight. You look like you need a meal. You look like you need a hug. You look like you need somebody to just listen. That's an effective listener. An effective listener is looking at posts. They watching your energy, and they know you're not good, even when you say you are. Let's be effective, family. Not just reactive. Not just people of motion. Let's be effective. Let's take a time. Let's take a beat and listen. I love y'all. I love y'all. This is why I say life is easy. We make it hard. You understand? Life is easy. We make it hard. We complicate things. We overcomplicate things. Let's bring it back. Let's reel it in. Take some time to tell somebody you love them today. Take some time to send some love to somebody today. Take some time. Call a friend. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Hey, listen, I got 5 minutes. What's going on? You okay? I got 10 minutes. Lay it on me. What can I help with today? What can I do for you today? Love y'all, man. Peace to man, woman, child, things about the earth. As above, so below, may all things be balanced and well alignment. With peace and might, do I, as I send that love back to you. Ashe. Ashe, ashe. I love y'all.